Welcome back. We're following rescue efforts in Venezuela after two deadly earthquakes hit. Right now, nearly 200 people are dead and 1,500 are injured, and at least 157 others, are still missing. That's all according to Venezuelan officials. BBC's Vanessa Silva has the latest from Caracas.
We are in the municipality of Chacao, one of the worst areas that were affected by the two earthquakes that hit Venezuela on this Wednesday. At my back, we can see one of the buildings that just collapsed in this area. This is a sensitive part of Caracas for earthquakes, because from here is the tectonic fault across this area. During the earthquake in 1967, this area of Caracas was the most affected. Many buildings collapsed here then and now. At least 10 buildings has collapsed in Caracas City according to the authorities, but the most affected area is La Guaira State, which is just at the north side of Caracas. Or the flights and the airports are closed at the moment. The number of victims for sure will be increasing in the coming hours. We can see here machinery removing the concrete, rubber, trees, trying to look for survivors. Along this area is beside the building that just collapses. We can see also many buildings with damage in their infrastructure, blocking glasses. There are other buildings that just lost part of their faces. And the final number of victims and people injured for this, that is over 1,000, will be known in the coming hours.
So much destruction there. Joining us now is seismologist Dr. Lucy Jones, chief scientist at the Dr. Lucy Jones Center. Thank you so much for your time today, Dr. Jones. What made these two earthquakes so destructive?
We call them two earthquakes. You could also think of it as one sort of extended earthquake. It sort of all happened together. They're on a very big fault, and when that fault moves that long distance, you produce really strong shaking. Damage you're seeing is in Caracas, and the earthquakes are. So I imagine that there are other towns such as Valencia and that area that would have received much stronger shaking than Caracas has. And I think that it's very likely that the death toll is going to grow way beyond what they have. And it's because we produced really strong shaking for a long time, very near to the buildings.
Wow. And what can we expect in the coming days as far as aftershocks? You talked about, we're going to find more people who have died, but is this area prone to quakes?
Oh, absolutely. This is what we call a plate boundary. There's the Caribbean Ocean plate is moving past South America. So this is big parts of the Earth's crust that move with respect to each other. Same reason that California has a lot of earthquakes. We have the North American plate moving past the Pacific Ocean plate. So this is very, very similar to the San Andreas Fault. Big earthquakes like this every couple of 100 years. And, that's a long enough time that people forget and don't necessarily build appropriately. 200 years ago, we didn't know how to build for better buildings to withstand the earthquakes.
And I was actually going to ask, just real quick, what people can do, because earthquakes, they come really quickly and there's not a lot of preparation, but safeguarding buildings, is that something that can be done to prevent this kind of destruction we're seeing?
Absolutely. We can build buildings that don't come down in earthquakes. We just have to choose to do it. And it isn't actually that much more expensive. People think it must be much, much more. It's more about knowledge and how you go about doing it. But it helps for the future. We also need to remember that changing the building codes doesn't get rid of old bad buildings. You're going to have to, it only goes forward. So retrofitting older buildings takes more money, can be done. It's rare that people find the incentive to get it done.
Dr. Lucy Jones, thank you so much for your insight today. We appreciate it.